Welcome y'all to day 3 of the 5 days of goodness. Day 1, we talked about taking time and space to allow yourself to grow and to evaluate your life and see what's next. You filled out a worksheet on a life check-in. Day 2, we talked about accessing your heart space and that you get to enjoy your life. And the only person responsible for you enjoying your life is you. For day 2, there was a worksheet on the things of your heart and the things that are important. Also on day 1's worksheet, you picked 3 areas that you wanted to focus on for your life for right now. Day 3, we're going to take these areas of our life that we've chosen to focus on, and we're going to take the things that our heart is wanting, and we're going to start moving forward and making a plan. So here's your little mini training for today before you dig into the worksheet for today. When we go into setting goals and setting things that we want to do, we usually approach it from a to-do list place. Like, I need to do this, I need to do that. But we're going to switch it up a little bit and approach it from a heart-centered place. And here's why. The external to-dos many times leave us very busy and also very unhappy, because they are things placed upon us and they're shoulds. We should do this. I need to do that. Yada, yada, yada. They are external things placed on us. When we focus from a heart-centered place, these are internal things that we want and know we need to do or know we want to do. And we are setting intentions from a heart-centered place, not a place of external pressure. So the external to-dos leave us feeling busy and can also leave us feeling empty, right? Because we are not accessing anything that's actually important to us. And so we feel a sense of emptiness. We feel busy, but unfulfilled. We think things like, I'm depressed. Why am I so depressed? I have so much good in my life, but I'm not happy. And a lot of our unhappiness and dissatisfaction and depression and heaviness of life come because we're doing things that have been placed on us and not things that actually matter to us. And we're so busy by all the things that have been placed on us that we never even stop to think, what could I add that would fill me up? So our unhappiness, depression, sadness, a lot of the time comes from not tapping into the things of our heart. And we are so busy sacrificing for the needs and wants of other people's hearts. The external pressures keep us so busy that we don't have time, and even more importantly, energy to do the things that actually matter to us. And when we get to the end of our lives, no one else is going to know if we led a fulfilling life or not. Only we will know. We get to choose a life that's fulfilling and build our life from this place. And that's not to say there aren't external things that you need to do. It's placing your need for fulfillment equal to, if not higher than, other people's needs and wants and them being fulfilled. Now, once again, no one else knows if we're fulfilled. No one else can fulfill us because everything everyone else does is external. Once again, once we come from this internal place, from this heart-centered place, then we can start being like, oh, if this was in my life, that fills me up. If this is in my life, that fills me up. And it also may mean offloading things that suck the soul out of you. We are the only ones who know exactly what it's like to live our life. Every moment of our life, every good thing and bad thing, we are the only one that has been there for all of it. Every breath, every moment. And it may feel like other people have been with you a long time, but they have not experienced what you have experienced in the place that you sit. The things that go through your head, the internal dialogue. Only you have experienced that. No one else has, and they never will. The people around us have an external view of our lives. They don't know if we feel like we have a purpose, or if we feel happy, or if we feel at peace, or if we feel fulfilled. They don't know that. They don't experience what you experience. And I feel like sometimes we think that because other people see that we're feeling a certain way, that they feel it, but they don't. You feel it. They might understand where you're coming from, but they're not feeling what you're feeling. Therefore, heretofore, and furthermore, it becomes our responsibility and like our power, and we get to take ownership of making sure things are in our life that matter to us. So with your last breath you ever take in your life, and we don't know when that is, right? We don't. The thing I feel like we will all look back on is the overall feeling and vibe of our life. Did my life feel fulfilling? Was it good to me? Did I put the things in it that fill me up? Now, there are studies out that show that happiness is equal to purpose. So people who are happy feel a sense of purpose. These are what the studies show, but I actually think that's not necessarily true. You can have lots of purpose in your life. This is not like, I'm not talking about your like purpose in life, right? But people who are happy have some sense of purpose. I disagree a little bit because as a parent, as a wife, as a business owner, there is purpose. There is reason for my life. There is purpose to my days. But I think happiness and inner peace, which I actually like to strive for more than happiness, is peace. Our happiness or inner peace is not equal to having a purpose, but our happiness is equal to having a fulfilling purpose. So you might have a purpose and lots to do and people who need you, but if that does not fulfill you, then you won't be happy. Even though the studies say purpose equals happiness, fulfilling purpose equals happiness or peace, which is like my mantra is going for peace and not for happiness. I'll teach that in another video. But what will bring you peace? So today's practice, we did this for our business a few years ago, our Taekwondo school, and it changed the game for us. It was life-changing, and I've done this in my life as well, and it's good stuff. So here's what it is. If you could redesign your life, what would be a part of it? What things would be removed? What would you do differently? There's no backstory, no limitations. You just get to choose what your day looks like, what your week looks like, your months, your years. You get to choose that. This is a life redesign. Go the places you don't feel like you can go in this exercise of redesigning your life. If you could redesign your life, and for us it was, if we could redesign our business, if we could just start it over, what would we do differently? But for your life, if you could redesign your life, here are the questions one more time. What would be a part of it? What things would be removed? What would you do differently? And what would your day look like tomorrow? What would your life feel like? So what 5 feelings would you want in your redesigned life? How would your days feel? Any feelings that you want in your life, 5 of them. And also as you do this, think about that heart-centered space, what gifts, what like yearning of your heart is not being used or in your life. What heart-centered thing, something that fills you up, what is not a part of your life that needs to be? So for your worksheets today, there will be 3 parts. First, there will be a redesign your life with all those questions on it that you can fill out. Second, there will be a sheet for you to write down any goals, any dreams, big, small, whatever it is. Maybe it's like, I want to travel the world. Write that down. Anything, let it flow. Anything that is important to you that you would like to accomplish, or you would like to be in your life, or you would like to do 10 years from now, just let it flow. Maybe give yourself 10 minutes, set a timer, just write. What do you want to do? And then the third worksheet will be a practice that I like to do in my life, and I recommend to all my life coaching clients, is an add in, let go worksheet. So what things do you want to add into your life? And what do you need to let go of in your life? Or do you want to let go of? This is where you're really going to dig in to what you want. Now, if you want to stay a little more focused on your goal sheet or your add in, let go sheet, focus on the 3 areas of your life that you wanted to focus on, that you want to focus on right now. So simplify it for yourself. And then after you do all this, The last step is to go in, and I want you to star 3 things on your add-in list that you feel like would most add to your life, and 3 things on the let go side that you feel like would most support your life if you let go of them. Like, what are the 3 things you really need to let go of that you feel like would give you time and space? And what are the 3 things you need to add in to live a fulfilling life, to start living with present? Those will be your worksheets for today. And after you do those worksheets, you can comment on this video or comment on the PDF link and let me know how it's going. And then we will see you tomorrow on day 4, where we come up with a plan to move forward and start living intentionally.